morning. This day I was making my grandmother some eggs and ham. Taste test passed. Now I will be chopping up some fruit. Very crucial and sacred part of my mornings. Because they're going to be served for an elderly lady, which you'll see. The lady you keep seeing in the videos is my grandmother. Not really a talking person, but I'm trying this voiceover because I want to explain what's going on with my extensions. Later on, you'll see.
Or just like a kind of like I would say honestly I would say probably double digit, and it's my understanding, you can correct me if my understanding is wrong, she was close with Jordan.
This is where it gets good. I'm gonna put my extensions in this way. I'm gonna try my best to explain what I'm doing, and hopefully you see the vision too. Let's start off. Let's section off a tiny piece at the very bottom. And now I prep the extensions and oil my scalp. Felt so good. I rolled my eyes back. And I'm gonna prep my extensions by combing them through. And I'm gonna have quite a bit of fun in this part, so I'll just let you enjoy and have fun with me while I comb them. Okay, so here I'm just measuring to see if the actual width is going to fit. Now, remember, I have a tiny piece sectioned off at the beginning. So that's the first ponytail. Then I take a second section right above it. So the ponytail is the section I parted. Then this thin part. And this is the part that I'm gonna tease. I tease it and then I clip it on. This is the only way that I've been able to do it with the larger part of my hair clipped at the top and starting from the bottom, from the nape of my neck all the way upwards. Just putting the extension and putting it in a ponytail right after. So all the work that's done is tied up, and all the work that I need to do is tied upwards. And there I'm giving a thumbs up. So putting it in a rubber band, so all the work that's done goes in a rubber band. And then little by little I section off the hair that's remaining on the top. If that makes any sense, I'm really happy. If not, I'm gonna try and explain it as I go. Okay, so the last part was the actual extension. I clipped it, rubber banded it. So this next part is the part that I'm gonna let loose. So I can leave a little space in between them and it looks staggered and natural. Though this piece is going to be a piece that's left out, not teased and not clipped in with the extension, I still wanna rubber band it because I don't want it in the way. So it went from the piece to the tease part to the extension to the piece where I leave out, and now I'm back to a piece that I want to tease. So I try to section off the thinnest here. I make a foul, I'm tapping, give it a thumbs up. It passed the fall test. That was some LA Colors bronzer. Back to the hair. This is the tiny piece I'm talking about that you tease. So it basically ponytailing everything I do. So the extension is gonna go there, and then right after I place it, I put it in a ponytail, and then I take out another piece to leave out, and then the next part would be well, not the next part. I would ponytail it and then take out the next part that's teased. I don't know if I'm making sense, but I'm ponytailing the extension, and here I'm taking out the part that is my leave out, and then after that is gonna be the tiny piece that I tease, and it's just repetition after that, repetition after that, repetition after that. all the layering and ponytailing. So this is the part where I'm taking it off. All the rubber bands are off. I'm taking the last one off. I want you to see this result. The result I was really happy with because it was my third time putting this extensions on, and I was really amazed at the result. I couldn't get enough of them, and I'm a fool, and you'll see.
Is that it's really difficult to observe an octopus in its natural environment, as it prefers solitude. It's not hard to imagine what else this strange
Just look at what a little bit of hair does to a girl. I didn't know how to act. I was so happy. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? I'm not a professional either, so I'm giving myself a little tap. Now here's the tea, right? You get your little fruit tea, your little Hydra, and you know what? You're gonna put a little conditioner in your Hydra, and then here's the magic ingredient. Magic ingredient is water. You put it in there, you shake it real good, and then wet your extensions for a wet look, which happens to be my favorite. And then after that is a quick fit change, and then we're off to do our daily chores. I'm really happy you're here with me, and my main objective of this channel is to encourage movement. And so yeah. Here I'm smelling my sunscreen because it smelled like bananas, so I thought it was a special sunscreen, although it didn't say anything about being scented. I really enjoyed it. It's the first time I used it. Now I'm doing my makeup really quick. When I say really quick, I say really quick. I'm not even sitting down. I was in a hurry, but I just want you to see the difference of when I started the video to this point. I'm really proud of how I did in my makeup and how I applied my extensions. If you don't know how you do your extensions, try to ponytail all your work and keep it nice and sectioned off. I don't know, maybe it'll help you. Just talking with my grandma, making her bed. I'm gonna get her ready, all this and that. So, you know, the daily.
Eso no sé si es vómito o no sé.
I'm just cleaning the bathroom, scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. We are transitioning to the chores in the kitchen.
whether by applying them to a pressing issue in society or by reflecting on how Dr. Soul's writings have shaped your own worldview. For creators of all kinds, the Multimedia Creator Competition invites bold, thoughtful storytelling and video.
By the time they arrive, picked up by their parents, gravel driveway,
Right? Well, you guys keep moving and be good, be blessed. Thanks for letting me share my life, my daily chores.